marshals seem like good men, he says. They treated him with dignity. Zolf brought his antique smoking pipe all the way from the terminals. Even since the Ura surrendered to us, the marshals kept a wary eye on him. You want to tune a scrap musket, you start with the barrel. Kids ready to get real personal with hammer and musket in hand. The menders, they had thankless jobs, the most important kind. The marshals kept the city's peace. They can rest easy now. I've asked a lot of the kid, but this is something he's done on his own. Kid ain't finished here yet. Zolf's travels ain't much compared to what the kids had to go through for all this. The lost and found. Here, kid takes fragments of the old world and makes them whole again. All it takes is some fragments, and the Bastion makes it good as new. Kid takes another drag, goes out like a light. Ever tell you how the kid got himself wrapped up in this mess to begin with? Catches up with the kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all this started. to say he's led a hard life, supposing what he says in his sleep ain't no lie. He never knew his old man, but he had his mama to take care of. Frail thing with pure white hair like his. Having his mama's hair did the kid no favors while he was growing up, but he learned to hold his own out there. School ain't working out, so the kid signs up for a turn on the rippling walls. Make his mama some money. Thanks to folks like the kid, the walls kept Ceylondia safe from whatever's out there. The elements, the Ura, you name it. Once the kid done his time, he hurried on home. Turns out his mama's time was done too. What was I saying? Anyway. Doesn't hurt having a couple of trusty old guns on hand. Ever felt a Zoldwood gourd, like picking up broken glass barehanded? At Zoldwood Grove, marshals learn to make every shot count. The trick was to pop all those nasty gourds without wasting ammo. Most marshals didn't get far on their first few tries. Had to catch a bunch of those gourds in a single shot. Funny thing about muskets is they work best up close. They kept on training until they mastered those muskets. Kid takes a little personal time for just him and his favorite musket. Plenty of gourds to go around, even now. Marshals like to fine-tune their muskets to get better results. Marshals did more than just stand around shooting, of course. The city's unwanted things all met their end in the yard. Folks who fouled up will do their time here, smashing things to bits. The quicker they worked, the sooner they could go. Folks learned to plant their feet and put their backs into it. Others would plot a course to navigate that sea of junk. A good day's smashing could feed a family for a week. Ever want to just smash things for a while? You know where to go. The marshals learned to pack those shells full of fire. Ain't never letting go of his old friend with a sturdy grip like that. The Langston River flowed free and wild till the calamity drank it all up. Maybe all that water just grew wings and flew off. Riverbanks swarming with windbags. They're so bent on finding the core, they hardly notice the kid. Lucky for him, a certain famous ferry barge is still afloat. Nellie. She sends some squirts crying home as she leaves port. Maybe Nellie knows the way to the core. Maybe she can slip right past all the clamor on the coast. Or maybe not. A security skiff pulls up portside. Nellie's just another windbag to those guns. Just then, the windbags notice who she's sailing with. They're pretty steamed about what happened at Cinderbrick. They try to cut her off. They try to slow her down. They try to knock her out. Well, Weepin' Nellie tries harder. Try as she might, though, she hits a snag. Kid's gotta help her get untangled. Favors for favors. She picked a good spot for a break, cause the core's right there. Then the kid hears an unusual sound, like 100 flapping wings. They've been watching his every move. Peckers. They had their own eyes on the core. But why? Well, kid ain't got time to think it over just yet. He finds Weepin' Nellie raring to go. Turns out she's got a special surprise for when the waters get rough. She's gonna need a little help with all them peckers. Crafty things think they're king of the roost now. Rest of us only wish we could fly in times like these. Security skiffs keep on coming starboard side. Don't seem to care what they shoot, as long as they hit something. The windbags getting even better out here. They aim to smash Weeping Nelly to splinters. Kid boards one of them skiffs like some kind of sailor privateer. Well, it all proves too much for poor Nelly. She's just gotta make one last stop. With her last breath, Nelly gets the kid to solid ground. Solid ground in pecker country. Seems the calamity ain't hurt the peckers' appetites. They want that core real bad. Might be they want it just as bad as a kid. Kid shoos them off, knowing they'll be back. Know how many times Kid nearly fell off the barge back there? A good couple of times. Now, listen close. You should remember this next part. Why go to Prosper Bluff? Used to take an enterprising man or a plain old fool to venture out that far. The city was the most beautiful place in the world. We all knew that. But on the other hand, some folks just yearn to see the things they're told they can't. And that's why you go to Prosper Bluff, ain't it? The other kid hears something he ain't heard in a long while. How's it go again? Yeah, that's the one.
Build that city on a hill. Someday those tears are gonna spill.
Well, no point explaining what happens next, right?
One day that young
And besides, it's like the song goes.
tears are gonna
They'll be here before too long. We darn near celebrated when the kid got back in. We become fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people. But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find. A scientific journal. If only I'd known half the secrets of the Calamity were tucked away in that book, I'd have worked to translate it right away. Most of the Ura never got a taste of Ceylondia's fine goods, unless they were born and raised in the city like Zia here. But leave it to this gal to point out the amazing view. Girl tried to run away from home one time, but the marshals stopped that, didn't they? So many secrets in there and she can't even read it. Her father's own journal. We tracked the file. The orchard grew over so quick. Place is so raw, even the Calamity couldn't cook it. Not all of it. Heaven too. Savage things lurking at every turn. Pecker's got the core, like they're building a bastion of their own. The welcoming committee scrambles to attention. Didn't expect the kid so soon. They shouldn't have let their guard down. Getting that core was one thing. Getting out's gonna be another. The loose one's way out in the wilds. Kid takes a last look around, 'cause he ain't coming back. Wallflowers survive the calamity. toughened him up. Best take it real slow when pincushions are afoot. They're shooting. Slinger Jawson's old outpost is all that's left of him. Kid sticks to his old standbys. A handful of windbag shipments made it out this far. Kid's seen the last of them. Don't ever turn your back on a pincushion. Kid's roused up half the wilds by now. Kid gets the feeling he's being watched. Not by me, by a lunkhead. And lunkheads ain't fond of two-legged animals. He's been gone a while, so we're worried kid'll end up like old Johnson. Hit him anywhere but the hindquarters and you only make him mad. Sees a smooth black stone coughed up by the calamity. He's seeing plenty more. Kid learns the hard way not to touch those things. Hardly any signs of the old Jocelyn camp. Wild green pineapples about the only good thing out here. Leave it to the kid to make time for stomping swamp weeds. Ow, gives a wallflower a taste of its own medicine. He's anxious to get back. After all, Kid knows something's up when we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zolf and I were just wrapping up the calamity failed, he says. But I will not. When Zolf banged up the monument pretty bad. All of them to nurse the Bastion back to health. Takes a lot of moving pieces to make a dependable sidearm. He's made a right comfortable bed for all those bullets.